Striker Scorpion 82 is now sponsored by Warhammer Combat Cards, a card battle game featuring your favourite Citadel miniatures from the 40k universe. Build your army decks, dominate opponents in player versus player action, collect and upgrade cards to fit your strategy, improve their power and unlock unique traits. Choose from all 40k factions, take part in campaigns based on iconic 40k battles, rise to the top of the leaderboard and win glory. Free to download and play, link is in the video description below or on the channel homepage, and by using the unique link it helps support the channel. Thanks and enjoy the game. Right, welcome to another episode of Warhammer 40,000. It's 2000 points, 9th edition, Tau Empire versus Astra Militarum. Alright, so 2000 points of Tau. I'll run through the list in just a moment. Just mention the patrons at gold level. So that is Alex Stillwar, Andrew Swan, Marcus Anthony, Luke Schwengel, Nathan Scrizuti, Nicholas Lucas, Patrick McPherson, Paul Cook, Will Wright, and Zachary Siltonen. So big thanks to them for their support at gold level. And you can check out the end credits for those supporting at silver level. And thanks also to those supporting at bronze. And all the proceeds on the Striking Scorpion 82 Patreon page go straight to my local Wargames club, SSWG. So, an experimental list with the Tau. This is their third and final game for the league. They're out of the league, but we're going to do the third game, battling for pride here against James's Astra Militarum. It's a double patrol detachment for the Tau. I'm going to play them as Tau Sept, so 5+ with their Overwatch, which has been FAQ'd now for 9th edition, so all the Tau units get Overwatch. You're not paying a command point for it as a stratagem, so that's kind of their defense now. For units charging in, is a considerable amount of Overwatch available from the Tau, pretty much as it was before for 8th edition. So HQ choice then of Commander here, Commander Ghost Tide in the Enforcer battle suit, quadruple fusion blasters for him. Then the Relic Vector Maneuvering Thrusters, that's a guaranteed 6-inch move after shooting, and then also paying a command point for Promising Pupil, and that gives him a Ghost to Orcs Among Us, which is an automatic 6-inch advance, as well as no need to roll the dice for him, just to give him a bit of manoeuvrability and flexibility around the table. Then have an Ethereal just here. Long Strike is in the list, is Hammerhead, with 2 Seeker missiles, smart missile systems, and then the Railgun for him as well. Then on to troops, 2 full squads of 10 breachers with their pulse blasters, 2 smaller squads of 5 strike teams here with pulse rifles, no further upgrades for any of those units. For fast attack, 3 units of 4 gun drones to offer a bit of protection, a little bit of firepower. I used to take 2 ghost kills, don't have the points now, so I've taken just the 1 with the 2 stealth drones, double fusion blaster and the Fusion Collider for him, and then he's also taken Shield Generator and Target Lock. 2 Firesight Marksmen just over there. The second Hammerhead loadout is exactly the same as Long Strikes, those 2 to go tank hunting in this game. Then for heavy support, 2 units of 2 broadside or XV88 broadsides here. These two at the back with the heavier rifles, twin plasma guns for them, and each is carrying a Seeker missile as well. Then for this unit of two, it is the high yield missile pods, two of them, two smart missile systems as well, and Seeker missiles for both of those models as well. Yeah, there is an upgrade on these ones, advanced targeting systems, so further AP-1 to their weaponry. Then finally, and it's been a long time since I've used them, regular crisis battle suits, a unit of 4. This one here, squad leader, 2 fusion blasters and a missile pod. Then 2 of them equipped the same here with plasma rifle and fusion blaster. And then finally the 4th one with 2 plasma rifles and a shield generator for that one, just to make him a bit tanky potentially for hits coming through. So that's that unit, that's all the upgrades for them. That's the list here for the tower. It shrunk slightly in size. Here for the points reductions for 9th edition. We'll see how well they do. They're up against the Guard here, classic foe. We'll take a look now and see what James has in his Astra Militarum list. Right, so 2,000 points of Astra Militarum. James has already played all 3 of your games already, and the Guard have struggled here for Season 8 battle reports, but they're going to stand in here and take on the tower and try and deny the tower from scoring any points in this league. And the tower have lost both of their games, so an opportunity for James to humiliate the tower, try and prevent them from scoring any points. A battle for pride here in this game, so we'll let James run through his Astra Militarum list.
Right, this is my 2,000 points of the 18th Cadian Army Group, and I've gone for a different theme in this list. I've gone for a mechanised and support super heavy as well, adding a super heavy to the force as well. So I have a Bane Blade, and as a request from one of my patrons, Zach Butler, he wants to command a Bane Blade. So tier 4 supporters get to command a Bane Blade. So Zach Butler is commanding this Bane Blade here. I've paid all the extra upgrades. It's 100 points now. You have to pay for per sponsor. So it's 550 points for that Bane Blade, but it's 26 wounds. It's a beast. So it's quite intimidating as well. Fire magnet, but intimidating. So I've gone for a Bane Blade, and then for the first time in ages I've gone for Commander Pask. Now he's buttoned down because I haven't painted the model for him yet, but he's 300 points. And with the new multi-melter rules, I thought I'd try that out. So he's equipped with a Punisher Gatling cannon, hitting on 2s, and he gets to fire twice, that's 40 shots. And then you've got hull-mounted las cannon and sponson multi-melters, so he's armed to the teeth. And then I have my 2 patrons. I have the first tank commander is Luke Zwingel. It's one of my new patrons. He is in command of a Lehman Russ battle tank. And then we have Marcus Fraze, another patron. He is in command of another regular Lehman Russ battle tank. And then we have the Warlord. I've gone for, I'm going to keep it narrative, so I'm going to go for the Relic of Lost Cadia. It only applies to core units now for rerolling 1s to hit and to wound. So in command is a new patron, and he is Maxfield Knuckles. So he's Commander Knuckles. Yes, so he is in command of this detachment today. He is equipped with a power sword and plasma pistol. So he's armed to the teeth. We have an Astropuff. His powers are Night Shroud and Smite. Astropuffs are really good for 20 points, they negate cover. So yeah, it's pretty good. And he's also a Psyker, but can only cast Smite on 1d6 as opposed to 2d6. I have a Ministorum Priest. He's equipped with a chainsword. And I have a Commissar. He's equipped with a Power Fist and close combat weapon. And then I have another patron, Roan Douglas. He is a White Shield. Faithful White Shield he has been on my battle reports. So he is there. I have 20 White Shields accompanying him. He has done some heroic deeds, even from the lowest ranks. And then I have a unit of servitors, all WYSIWYG. I have 2 equipped with heavy bolters, and they have the, whatever they're called, equipment. like arms, as robotic arms and that kind of thing, just to help out my Tech Priest engine seer. He is equipped with a Omniscient axe and servo harness. And then we have Devin Matthews. He's in command of a Manticore today. Manticores are really good in this edition, so I've gone for a Manticore. So he's in command of that. And we have mechanised troops. I've gone for the Chimeras today because I love Chimeras. They do need a bit of love, in my opinion, when it comes to the multi-laser, but hopefully in the new codex they'll do some upgrades. So regular Chimeras, both are equipped with hull-mounted heavy bolters and multi-lasers. And then we have Sergeant James Ortero. So he's in command of the squad, and then accompanying him is Lance Corporal Patrick Darling, and he is the Vox operator for that squad. And then we have a grenade launcher in that squad, and the rest are equipped with las guns, keeping it to the narrative. And then the second squad, he is in command with Staff Sergeant Taylor Griselli, and he is got a chainsword, las pistol, and the rest exactly the same as the other squad. So there you go, that's my 2,000 points of the Astra Militarum. Cadia stands, and for the Emperor!
Alright, so that's James's list. He says just to mention it's 8 command points total here for this army.
Auxiliary, -3.
Yeah.
It's a battalion detachment, and -1 for having a tank ace, so he has a regimental keyword.
Oh, I see. Right, okay. Right, so that's James's list. As you can see, the slots for patrons have been taken up, which is great to see. So if you want to support James, the patron link for him is in the channel description, or the video description below. And when you support him on Patreon, at whatever level it is, then you're allocated out into his force here, and you can follow your own model or unit around to see how well it does. I have a personal desire to destroy all of your patrons. No, no offence here, but I'll go after them in the game. They just have to be wiped out if possible. But there's lots of them here. So looking forward to this combination. Guard against Tau, always a classic. There's a couple of bits to mention about the Tau. I'll just go back round to the other side. A few bits to mention about them. And then we'll go on to scenario and deployment. So just a few bits to mention about the Tau. 9 command points in total. We start at 12. There's 2 patrols. The commander's in one of them, so that takes me down to 10. Then paying a command point for Promising Pupil, an extra warlord trait which has gone on to the commander. And then the regular slot for taking a warlord trait I've spent on a prototype weapon system, which is the high capacitance railgun here. It's gone on Hammerhead number 2. I think that's the way Hammerhead railguns should be. It's basically a railgun, but with 2 shots instead of 1. So that's the lists here. We'll go on to scenario and deployment for this battle. Alright, so we have a scenario. It's been randomly determined. Vital Intelligence is the mission we're going to play for Strike Force from the Grand Tournament 2020 book. So deployment looks something like this. Tau are going in this table quarter here, marked by the red dice, and then James's deployment zone marked by the grey dice across the other side. There are 6 objectives in this game, so 1 in each player's deployment zone. This one just here, and then James is just across the other side, and then 4 objectives in no man's land, so 1 here, 1 just there, and 1 through the gap, and then 1 just on the other side of that ruin. So 6 objectives in total. For primary objectives, then it's 5 points if you control 2 or more objective markers at the start of your command phase, excluding turn 1. Then 3 or more objective markers is another 5 points, and if you control more objective markers than the opponent, it's worth another 5 points on top of that for primary objectives. Then for secondaries, we haven't gone for the data intercept secondary for this mission. Instead, James has gone for assassinate, so killing enemy characters. The Tau actually have quite a few. Longstrike is a character. 2 firesight marksmen, the commander, and then the ethereal as well. So James could max out 15 points available there for taking down all of those characters. He's also gone for engage on all fronts, so it's table call to control, and then grind them down as well. So whoever destroys the most units in a turn picks up the points for that. Tau have matched grind them down as well, so we're both going to try and destroy as many units as possible in a turn. I've also gone for engage on all fronts as well, especially of this game here, of all of these objectives in no man's land and some of them on the flanks. And then I've gone for bring it down James has loads of vehicles and a super heavy, so plenty of points available for destroying those. A good choice of secondaries, I think, for both sides. We'll go on to deployment now. We'll start alternating placing units on the board. Right, so just to mention the battle mat and terrain that we're using in this game. So the battle mat is from gamemat.eu, 6x4 in size, but we've marked off the boundary here for this Strike Force game. 5 foot wide, so we just put this boundary across here just to mark out 5 feet. It rolls out nice and flat. It's figure friendly, nice and quiet with dice rolling as well, and then we simply place the terrain on top and then blend it in with some stones and scatter just to match it all in. Some of the pre-painted terrain is from gamemat.eu as well. These yellow containers, these containers here as well, all part of their Chem Zone terrain set available from them as well. So you can check out gamemat.eu for your supplies of battle mats and pre-painted terrain. And then also featuring a terrain set here from madgamingterrain.com. This is MDF terrain, all fully magnetizable. You can stack the buildings up. This is part of their Hablock terrain set that's available from them. But every time we set this terrain up now, we're able to do different combinations. All the walkways can be changed around, the steps and stairs and so on. It all can be adjusted. So brilliant for constructing unique pieces of terrain for your games at 40k. So you can check out madgamingterrain.com for supplies of MDF terrain. Alright, so deployment is complete for both sides. We'll cover the tower deployment first of all. So the two hammerheads deploying last, I've put them across here. Going to try and use this terrain to block line of sight as much as possible. Just mention the terrain here at this point. So we'll play crater rules for these abandoned Imperial Fist rhinos. Then Munitorum container rules. So exposed position on top, light cover available, scalable. And then just sort of the natural line of sight blocking terrain that they can provide. We'll play the same rules for these buildings here. So exposed position, scalable, but light cover potentially available from them. Same with these across here as well. And then around the other side, you can see James's deployment. We'll cover that in just a moment. These ruins, play regular rules for ruins. So light cover available, obscuring, which James is taking advantage of just here, scalable and defensible for them. And then the boundary of the terrain here just marked by these tank obstacles just here.
And a warp gate.
And a warp gate. What on earth is that doing there?
We have come to discover what is going on.
Yes.
What the paint is all about.
James's traitor guard drawn towards the warp gate, the tower, doing the right thing and protecting it. So deployment then for the tower. Two hammerheads there we've covered. Small units of fire warriors 1 and 2. A marksman just behind them. The large unit of breachers at the edge of the deployment zone ready to move out. The way 9th edition is now, there's no longer hanging back. You've got to push forwards, and so town need to be aggressive. Broadsides. Heavy rail rifle squad just here. High yield missile pod squad just there. Drones ready to protect them. Drones here ready to protect them. The commander's just in amongst his troops. The ethereal's just tucked in here. Breachers making use of this terrain. And then the Ghost Kill just deploying outside of our deployment zone, just hidden away behind these containers. Then we do have Deep Strikers. The Crisis Battlesuits and a unit of drones to join them as well. Available turn 2 onwards via Manta Strike. James has no reserves. Inside this Chimera is...
Lance Corporal Patrick Darling.
Yes, so you've got a squad of infantry. What's the capacity on it? It's 12.
Oh, yeah.
You got it. It's capacity of 12. Yeah, it's a regular squad inside. The Commissar and then the commander as well. Is he actually a warlord?
Yes.
All right, okay, so there he is.
Maxfield Knuckles.
And then the Beast of Butler. Here, your patron commander. Zach Butler.
Captain Zach Butler to you.
In command of the Baneblade, just positioned here. Lehman Russ.
Marcus Fraze.
Manticore, commanded by Devin Matthews here at the back. Servitors, Tech Priest Engines here. Astropuff just here. Oh, I see. Night Shroud. Gotcha. Right, I see what he's doing. Conscripts out the front. Where's your patron? There he is.
Rowan Douglas.
Okay, there he is. Then Liam Russ just here. Luke Schwengel. Knight Commander Pask with the Melters, Lascan and Punisher. And then the other Chimera here getting ready to push out. So these are mechanised guard now, and they're designed to swing out onto objectives and camp out on top of those. Good to see Chimeras back. I mean, how long has it been?
Chimeras.
I've always loved the Chimera, but how long has it been since they've been used in games? Years. So
85 points.
that's one of the good things about a shake-up with the rules for codexes and for editions. It brings back old units and a chance to experiment. So it's a good thing. Glad to see Chimeras back. Brilliant to see those back on the table. So that's deployment done for both sides. We'll roll up to see who goes first.
Just roll on the top here, just for the viewers to see. 3.
A 3 of his golden dice of destiny. Oh, a 2. James is celebrating.
Praise the Emperor!
Oh dear. So I take it you want to go first.
Of course.
All right, turn 1 coming up. The Imperium will go first. Right, so James on the move. We'll let him make his manoeuvres here. Immediately swinging out onto objective. You've got to go aggressive now for 9th edition, whatever faction you have. It's immediate board control. Table quarters needs to be remembered here for both of us. Engage in all fronts is available. James will need to control 3 table quarters in order to start picking up those points. They are available on turn 1, so it will be worth moving out aggressively on the flanks to try and go after that secondary. Bear in mind, James is on Assassinate as well, so any characters that he can kill will be worth points to him as well. And also easy targets to try and take out. Any units that James can easily pick off will help with his tally for grind them down as well. Same for the Tau, but our priority is not characters, it's going after vehicles of any kind to pick up points for that secondary.
That one's obscured. This one isn't.
Yes, James just talked about tanks around the other side. I'll show you his movement in just a moment. Just making use of the obscuring terrain. You can see the Chimera's moved out onto the objective and claimed that one. So James putting immediate pressure on the Tau, setting himself up nicely for next turn to reap a nice lot of points. Baneblade's moved across. Tech Marine Servitors, Astropuff just here. Then Marcus Frey's Liam Russ just in position. Did it move at all? Sat there?
No, it's just still.
Okay. And then Devin Matthews Manticore hasn't moved, ready to fire. Conscripts have shifted across and White Shields heading off towards this objective. Then Liam Russ is trundling along. This one here is keeping it away from the terrain, but has claimed this objective on this flank. You're going after this. A lot of objectives you're grabbing here. Commander Pask touching the terrain now, going into the terrain, and so can see through and can be shot at. This Russ is not on the terrain.
No, it's obscured.
It's obscured. Okay, so that's Commander Luke Schwengel in charge of that one. All right, so movement is complete. Psychic phase next with your Astropuff. Night Shroud, here it comes. Ooh, goes off. You can command reroll it. Reroll both the dice.
My free command point that I regained in the command phase.
Yep. May as well.
And it goes off.
Goes off, nothing I can do. So that goes off on the Baneblade, I'm guessing.
The Warlord trait is a 5+ a regain. I forgot to mention that in the list.
Okay.
Grand strategist, no.
All right. So -1 to the hit rolls. Absolutely worth doing that on the Baneblade. That's it, isn't it, for him? 1 power per turn.
Yeah, 1 power.
Psychic phase finished. This is the scary bit next. Shooting phase. The opening salvo from the Astra Militarum. A chance for them. You got the firepower to hurt the tower here, but we'll see. We'll go on to shooting phase next. All right, so shooting phase. Smoke and shroud order's been given, so you're going to be able to shoot and then shroud with smoke straight after. James can see through the gap through here against the breaches. Going to give them light cover. They are within range of that piece of terrain across there, so they'll get... Can't see the vehicles yet. That was the idea, to try and hide the hammerheads as much as possible.
Now it's moved more than half move, so it's only 20 shots.
Oh, that's a shame. 20 shots.
Yeah, into the breaches, needing 2s because he's past.
Nice.
Okay, strength 5.
3 swooned against toughness 3. There's bound to be a good few that have come through. A few have failed. Looking something like that, so that's 7. And it's AP -1.
No.
AP nothing.
AP nothing.
Alright, 4 up, 3 up saves for cover. And we have lost 3. So 3 breaches gone. Okay, so the only target you can see is them. So the multi-melters are going into those as well.
2s.
So managed...
New rules for heavy weapons now.
On vehicles, yeah, fine, yeah, 2s to hit. So managed to keep the hammerheads obscured and hidden away, thankfully.
And 2s to kill because AP -4.
Yeah.
And it's D6 damage a time.
Well, okay, we'll just remove them. 5 breaches dead now from that squad. They've been picked on here. And then a las cannon to snipe one of them as well.
Miss.
To miss, okay, so that's shooting from past them. Right, Devin Matthews here. One of the rockets is going into long strike. Can't hide from this weapon.
2d6 shots.
2d6 shots.
7 shots.
Ooh, 7.
And I'll keep that.
4s?
Yes, 4s. And rerolling 1s, because that's still.
That's your Cadian doctrine.
Cadian doctrine, yeah.
Right.
1 soldiers. Strength 10.
Yep.
That's 3s.
You 2.
AP -2.
AP -2. 5s. Damage D3. No. Come on, reroll. Yeah, I'll say I'll take the damage.
It's D3. So that's
3 damage taken. All right, we'll keep that. I think that drops us down to 10. Hammerheads start on 13 wounds. They do have quite a few wounds for absorbing damage. Right, next, Liam Russ. Who is this firing here? Marcus Fraser. He's going to fire across against the broadsides.
Heavy bolters needing 4s. Rerolling 1.
So Sense of Stone from the Ephero. It's a 6+ feel no pain. So that's been declared. Don't forget about that. It's the start of the movement phase, so I can't invoke anything at this stage. So no 6+ feel no pain available.
Strength 5.
Strength 5, toughness 5, so 4s for wounds and AP -1. So 1 makes it through. Or take it on the model. So AP -1, 3 up save. No!
2 damage.
2 damage. Oh yes, heavy bolters. Right, las cannon shot. This is where we might need a drone to help out here. So 4s for a hit with that. That's missed. Ooh, okay. And then the battle cannon. You're thinking about a command reroll, are you?
No.
For the las cannon shot.
2 command points.
Uh-oh.
For maximum amount of shots.
Oh. Right, okay.
It's 12 shots. 5+ I regain that strategy. I don't.
James has something against the broadsides for some reason.
12 shots.
So maxing out with 12 shots. Because that Liam Russ might not be there next turn. Don't know, we'll see. See what happens, see how much Tau stuff survives. So 4s for hits.
And rerolling 1s, thankfully.
Yeah, it should help out. It helps out a little bit, an extra hit coming through. Yeah, a few have missed.
8.
Yeah, 3s to wound.
4 wounds.
4 have made it through. This is AP minus 2. Do we use up drones now? -2. 4 up saves. Oh, tank them on the drones. Oh boy, I'll tank them on 3 drones. 3 drones are going to try and step in. So first one, I'm going to try and save this on my regular armor first. So this is one that's not going to be tanked by a drone. We fail, and I will command reroll that. And we still fail. God, we can't roll well here at the moment. So you may roll your D3 against me.
1.
It's a 1. Drops to 3. He's half slain. 2 ups to try and intercept the drones. We do. The drones take the damage and they're dead, but they've absorbed that potential 3d3 damage coming through. So drones doing their job. They're gun drones. There's no way of trying to bring them back. They just are removed from play once they intercept the hits coming through. But they've done their job. They've protected the broadsides for now, but drone numbers depleted, and one of these broadsides down to just 3 wounds left. So damage coming through. Tau weathering the storm quite well at this stage. James thinking about where to fire next. He does have a Bane Blade at his disposal. That's pretty much all the heavy firepower that's left, isn't it?
Is that -2?
Okay. No, there's no -2s anymore. It's -1. Just the drones now, the stealth drones really can just help out with a bit of saviour protocols. Yeah, that's about it. Alright, so Bane Blade. James has allocated all the firepower here from Zach Butler's Bane Blade. Shots being fired all over the place here. He's going after the Ghost Kill, broadsides, and then Hammerhead number 2 you're picking on. James can see him. He's moved out across the road and does have line of sight. So this huge beast of his firepower.
26 wounds.
Ugh.
In the narrative, it weighs about 360 tons.
Okay, right. Okay. Warhammer Wiki helping out. Right, so what are you going to fight this? You've got a Demolisher Cannon going into here.
Yes.
Okay, shoot that then.
Now, Demolisher Cannons are upgraded. Instead of D3, it's now D6 shots.
Nice. Very nice, actually.
D6 shots. So it's 3
Oh,
shots.
I teetered on a 6. It's 3 shots. So just -1 then.
Yeah, just 5.
5s?
No rerolling 1s because I moved.
Yep.
That's missed.
Missed. The stealth technology helps. Okay, Demolisher's failed.
And 2 lance cannons.
Yeah, this has all been pre-declared, so this is all organised here.
No.
They've missed as well.
And Yorkshire cannon.
Yep.
No.
Snake Eyes. Oh,
Not very good.
not very good at all. The main gun.
Main cannon.
Firing across here. I'm not sure if it can shoot. Look at it. It's firing into the side of the
Well, it's moving along.
Imperial Fist paint factory here. Go. Go.
Primary weapons, there's 3d6 shots.
Yeah, it's the narrative that we're saying is that there's a warp gate here. Chaos came seeking blood for the blood god paint, but they instead landed at the Imperial Fist paint factory here. Imperial Fists were then sent out to stop them and died. So that's the always focus on narrative, don't we, for our games. So what's this you're firing? The main...
That's 8 shots.
Oh, that's your number of shots. Okay, so 8 shots here for the main Bane Blade cannon.
Yep, it's the Bane Blade.
Okay, so come on, Mr. Butler. Hit a target, please, if you please, sir.
Don't wind up my patrons. They are loyal servants to the Emperor.
Oh, please, kill them all. Go. On the tabletop, I mean. So, 4s. Oh, it's a horrific number of 1s again. So you would have got reroll 1s if you'd sat still?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had to move forward.
Oh, yeah, to get into position.
To get into firing position.
So you're on strength 10, I'd imagine, with this.
No, strength 9.
3s to wound. Ah, all of them.
AP minus 3.
Ah, 6s. Save 1.
9 damage.
Oh, no. There's nothing I can do. And I have to take it. 9 damage taken down to 4 wounds left. That's horrific damage coming through against Hammerhead number 2. Flat 3.
Yep.
Oh, boy. Heavy bolter you declared. It's just one of the twin heavy bolters. This is going to be 6 shots, actually. 4s.
1 wound.
It's 2 damage, isn't it? -1.
AP -1.
I'll risk it for a biscuit here. I passed on a 4. Okay. Never know. One day you get a live feed with your patrons, and they can, in your ear, they can tell you where to shoot. that'd be good.
That'd be Warhammer 40K.
Oh dear. Right. Next, there's 2 lots of heavy bolters. They've been declared
Against the units holding objectives, so as
Them.
fire warriors.
right. Okay. 12 shots then. Standard Baneblade, firepower's fantastic, especially with the upgrade for the Demolisher Cannon now, D6 shots.
Yeah.
No, pretty good. And it's going to take a lot of effort.
Baneblade
From the tower to bring
firepower
it down.
is the equivalent of a tank squadron. So that's a platoon size.
Okay. I think I have to destroy that Baneblade on turn 1 if I can. It looks good, but there's a lot of misses in there as well. There's loads of 6s been rolled. So that's the hits, and trying to wound now. 3s to wound. 3. 5 up saves. Pass 2. They hold. Okay, so just 1 model slain. Done. Okay, so that actually marks the end of the shooting phase of the Astra Militarum. And yeah, not bad. Broadside's still intact. Hammerhead's severe damage on Hammerhead number 2, which is the one that's carrying the upgraded railgun, but not destroyed crucially. And Tau can do some kind of repairs of the stratagem automated repair system, but where to repair is the question. I've got damaged units all across the board, but vitally they're still alive, so much of the firepower for the tower remains on the table. A bit of morale to resolve and objectives, yeah, and secondaries. James, I think, is going to pick up a few points this turn. All right, so turn's finished. Morale, I command rerolled for the breaches. They were going to lose models, so I command rerolled and passed. It's auto passed down here. The Pharaoh granting his leadership to the drone, and I rolled a 3, so that lone drone remains. So morale's finished. There's no charges to take place here. The turn is over. James does get 2 points here for controlling 3 table quarters, so points picked up for that. And units destroyed is none. So the tower just needs to destroy a unit anyway on the board, and they'll get points for grinding them down. So a chance for the tower to respond here. Damage coming through. It's been okay from the guard. We'll see if the tower can match or indeed surpass that as we go into their first turn. Turn 1 coming up for the tower. Next. So we're on turn 1 for the tower. James has used some new units. A new hope for him, but now the Empire strikes back. Alright, so movement for the tower is complete here on turn 1. So just adjusting to the Astra Militarum. A lot of targets for us to go after here. We'll try and bring down at least a tank, maybe even the super heavy. We'll see what happens. Jumping out and across onto the objective here with the ghost kill. Breaches moving up. Haven't advanced those. They may get something to shoot at here in the shooting phase. The drones I've swapped. So the single model that was here, advanced move and gone up and over, just in case James tries perhaps a cheeky las cannon shot against those. And the fresh unit 4 have jumped back into position to help protect the broadsides. The commander's remained where he is and has used his KOYO ability, so units that remain stationary within 6 inches of him get to reroll failed hit rolls, and then the commander can move off. Difficult choice. I was going to move him off in this direction, but I want to use up that ability now at the start of the game. The 2 hammerheads have moved across. Automated repair system, rolled a 6, so 3 wounds restored, back up to 7 wounds on hammerhead number 2, back into the fresh bracket, which is good news. Fire warriors holding here. Smaller squads moved up to here. The marksman's moved across to get within range of the Baneblade. The 5-man squad now of breachers has advanced and moved rapidly up the road, and that's pretty much it, just awaiting the arrival of our crisis battlesuits later on in the game. So movement done for the tower, no psychic phase for them. It's just a case of point and shoot with these. We'll see if we can surpass the firepower of the Astra Militarum as we go into turn 1 shooting now for the tower. So first thing, I'm going to try and mark light up the Baneblade here. We've moved -1. What is Night Strat? It's just -1 to the hit rolls. So you can't have better than -1, so I'm just going to sit at -1, which means I need a 4 to hit him. And it is a 6. Don't let James have a look. James will have a look at the dice. He gives a nod. Give a verbal yes.
Yes.
We're playing whole facing with dice. It's on a 6, so that is a hit. No, so we're playing whole facing. It's pre-agreed.
Yeah.
That's how we play our games. That's fine. Okay, I'll let James have a look at the dice. And we're both in agreement, so we'll push on. It's quite an important roll, that one, but it's gone through. So I reckon. Do we play Uplinked Markerlight Stratagem? Yeah, so we'll play this one. D3 extra Markerlights here. So 3 go on to the Baneblade just to boost up our Markerlight hits. Right, so the next one, this one here, is going to try and target Command Pask through the terrain. It is -1 to hit him, so it will be a 4, which we rolled a 4. It's 3s, then -1, so that has gone through 1 Markerlight hit against him.
I'm going to unleash the fury.
Yes, I know. I need to take out that Baneblade. Longstrike's going to fire. He's going to offload everything that he has. Smart missile systems, they're going to go into those conscripts. We'll try and pick them out there. They can't hide from that weapon. So we'll go for 2 Seeker missiles and Longstrike's railgun into the Baneblade. So it's -1 to hit rolls. So I'll be on 3s will be a hit, and I can reroll my 1s. So we get a 4. That is a hit from Longstrike. So 3s to wound becomes 2s to wound because of his tank ace.
Spend a command point.
Because of that laugh, I shall reroll. Oh, that's better. It's a 6. Oh, actually, that is really good. So we'll turn your mockery into mourning. So this will teach you to laugh. D3 mortal wounds. And D6 damage. He who laughs last laughs the loud.
Is that the best you could do?
2 damage out of 9. There's one thing the Tau don't like, that's mockery. We'll go for Seeker missiles. Hold it right there. Focused fire, which is out of focus on the camera. Use this stratagem after Tau Sept unit from your army inflicts an unsaved wound on an enemy unit in the shooting phase. You can have 1 to wound rolls for any other. Blast, right, so we can't use that. So not yet. So we're going to try and get our hits, which we do. 3s to wound. It would be 4s, but it's 3s to wound with Longstrike. They've both made it through. So saves here.
Slices through the armour.
Oh no, Seeker missiles. No, they're not that bad. I think they're AP -2. Yeah, they are. They're AP -2. So 5 pluses will block damage.
Block 1.
James just blocked 1. Okay, well done. And then D6 damage. Oh, it was on a 6. It's a 3. Another 3 wounds taken, dropping down to 21 wounds remaining. There's a long way to go. And then whilst remember, we'll do the smart missile system. So 12 shots into the conscripts. Needing 2s. I got no kind of rerolls available against them, so now we're trying to get 3s to wound. 4 wounds make it through. AP -0, so 4 wounds. Needing 5s.
Do you want to spend a stratagem to take cover? +1 to their saving throw.
I think these ignore cover. Smart missile systems. Ignore line of sight and ignore cover. Yeah.
Wow, I saved 3.
Good rolls, yeah. So, 1 casualty. Is that the Patreon?
No.
You'll be the last to die. Yeah, so focus fire is going to be played. +1 to wound rolls for everyone else that shoots that Baneblade now. So I think we'll go to Hammerhead number 2. Same configuration as before. Smart missile systems into the conscripts. The high capacitance railgun will go into the Baneblade, and so too will the 2 Seeker missiles. So we'll start with the Seeker missiles first. -1.
Mm-hmm.
I've still hit you. It's 2s to hit because of the help of Longstrike. 3s to wound. Yo. 1 makes it through. AP -2. James blocks this. And Baneblade's going to be in pretty good shape. No, do you want a command reroll? D6 damage. You know what I'm like my D6 damage rolls.
Yeah, 5+ to regain.
5+ to regain. That roll comes first. No. And 5+ to block. Come on. No, D6 damage. Get a good one. 3. That's not bad. It's okay. Another 3 wounds. Down to 18. That sounds better. It's just playing for pride here with the tower. If we get a win, we can push the tower into the middle part of the league table, which is pride restored at least. They'll just have to bide their time for a fresh chance. Hopefully, Season 9 battle reports. So we'll go for the high capacitance railgun. Sure. Burning through command points like crazy here. We'll play it. Command reroll. Yes. Okay, I'm down to 1 command point left. 3s to wound, 2s to wound. Yeah, just about the stratagem. Although the command reroll did help. AP -4, I think.
Yes, railguns, yeah. We got -4.
So yeah, it is AP -4, 2d6. This could hurt. Oh, it's average again. Another 5 knocked off. Dropping down to 13 wounds left. It's doable.
That's a bracket.
It's in a bracket at least.
I think that's in a bracket now.
Okay. Smart missile systems. Into the conscripts. Need 2s. They've all hit. 3s to wound them. Yeah, just the 2. That's terrible. 2 saves here of 5+. Again, conscripts been picked on here. Just a few of their number taking hits from this tower advanced technology.
White shields to you.
White shields.
Xenos filth. Oh.
Okay, 1 save. Another model slain. Okay, so what we'll go for here is these next, these broadsides. So one of them can see the Bane Blade. So heavy arrow rifle and Seeker Missile is going to go into the Bane Blade. Plasma weaponry is out of range. And then we'll go for heavy arrow rifle and Seeker Missile is going to have to wait, no target. But heavy arrow rifle will go dead ahead into this Russ across here. That's Marcus Fraser. So fire at Marcus first of all. Hit him once. Force for a wound. Got it. AP -4, D6 damage. 3 wounds taken on Commander Fraser's Russ. Still very much alive, but damage taken.
9 wounds.
9 wounds remain. Then from here, Seeker Missile into your Bane Blade. Commander Butler's Bane Blade. It's been hit here by the Seeker Missile. I need to mark that. I could use one of these markers upside down. That missile's fired. And then I'm going to try and wound on a 4, but it's a 3. Because of focus fire, it does go through. Maybe -2. So another one to save here. 5+ required. Oh, it's gone into the soup. No, okay. So D6 damage. It's about time. 6 wounds taken. Down to 7 left. Heavy rail rifle. 2 shots. 6 and 3. I'll re-roll this one because of KOYO. 2 hits. Ooh. 3s to wound. Oh, double 6. Oh, double 6. That's 2 mortal wounds immediately taken. It's AP -4. We're in dreamland here. And kaboom! 7 wounds taken. Bane Blade gone. Do you detonate? Is it just a 6 for detonation, or is it something?
6.
Okay, roll the dice and see what happens. Can't command reroll this one. He who laughs last laughs.
That would have been 2d6 inches.
Oh, we don't mind. Bane Blade's gone. Unbelievable. Yeah, it's just checking back through the footage. Heavy arrow rifle shot here. Firing against Marcus Fraser. One of them was a 3. We can re-roll that because of KOYO. So we'll try and get a 4+. We do. Try and get a wound. We do. It's AP -4. And 2 damage. Another 2 wounds come through. Dropping down to 7. KOYO really helping the tower out here. I'm glad I kept the commander alive just to direct the firepower here at the start of the game. So these have resolved their firepower. Hammerheads have fired, but we still have a valuable resource here in the form of these 2 broadsides with their high-yield missile pods. Before we go to those, I'm going to fire this. May as well offload all that we have into this Chimera. So 2 fusion blasters. It's going to be what does that give you? -1 again. It's going to be 5s to hit you. Missed. And then D3 shots for the fusion collider. 2 shots, needing 5s. And missed as well. And there's nothing I can do about that. So that has helped keep you alive very much. Okay, so I think we have to go to broadsides here. We don't have anything else left. Okay, so what we'll do with these, I'm going to go for high-yield missile pods are going to offload from both models, are going to go into Marcus Fraser's Russ. rockets or Seeker missiles can't fire because we've got no marker-lighted targets. They could fire, but it'd be 6 hit, so we'll not use them. And then smart missile systems will go into the conscripts again with them, just to try and get rid of those as much as we can. So high-yield missile pods, first of all. Okay, so 4s for hits here. Just going against a target that doesn't have the smoke activated, just to get the most hits that we can. So we've got a ton of hits coming through. I'll re-roll these for KOYO. 2 more. 5s to win though. Strength 7, toughness 8.
On what?
On your Russ.
Yeah.
That's a 3. So 2 have made it through. 3. And it's AP -2 because of advanced targeting system. So saves of 5+. Blocked 1, 2d3 damage. Snake eyes, 2 wounds, dropping down to 5. This Russ is still alive here, clinging on. If you can hold out, you'll be able to get your tech priests over there to try and give them a hand. Smart missile systems, yeah, smart missile systems. May as well fire all of these ones, yep. So we're looking for 4s. So again, a pretty good amount of hits coming through, and then James can look at that. I think that's a cock dice. Those have hit. That's okay, it's a 3 and a miss. So those go over there, and then we're looking for 3s to wound. Now the danger with these is that they are AP -1 because of advanced targeting system. So 8 saves of 6+. So they've ventured forwards, going after objectives, and so they're being picked on by the Tau here. Smart missile systems, very useful indeed. Passing 1 is here. There's plenty of them left.
Oh, right, yeah. 8, so it's 10 casualties.
Okay, being picked on here. So that's their firepower done. Commander's no range, no targets, I don't think, with him. Right, so casualties removed, 10 casualties in total taken for them. So I've also resolved some firepower here from the Fire Warriors. A few could see from that squad, and this squad fired up the road. 1 wound caused, armour save passed. Now the breaches, some within range 10. 5s. 3. And then trying to wound. Yeah, a wound comes through. It's AP -1. The Chimera. Passed, okay. And then long range, which isn't that good. Looking for 5s. And 5s again. Yeah, almost all wounded. 4 wounds come through. AP 0 on these ones at long range. 2 1s rolled, yeah. 2 wounds taken on the Chimera. Okay.
9 ones remaining.
Alright. So, done. Okay, 9 wounds taken. Firepower for the tower resolved. Can't complain though. Ain't happy enough. Baneblade gone. That's a big points sink and victory points picked up. Yes, turns finished. No charges take place. So maybe you could try and charge in here, but I don't think so. No, we'll leave it. And that is it. So charges, none to take place. Turns finished. Any morale to resolve? Let James figure out what to do with the conscripts, and then calculate points for secondaries being picked up. Alright, so points picked up for the tower. Didn't quite get engaged on all fronts here. Not able to get into this table quarter, or didn't move into it. Instead decided to go down in this direction. But no points picked up. Only 2 table quarters held at the moment. But did get points picked up for grind them down. We destroyed the Baneblade, and so 3 points picked up for grind them down, and 3 points for destroying the Baneblade as well. 6 points for the tower. So not too bad a start from them. And fouled morale, 1 model slain, and then 1 further model lost as well.
Yeah, I've
So 8 remain.
1 and I rolled 9 dice and I rolled a single 1.
Yes, or 1 or 2.
Yeah, 1 or 2.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, yeah, good. So the conscripts will press on. You can imagine the barrage of smart missile systems raining down on them in the middle of the street here.
Line of sight, it's a pain. So.
Yeah, I've always loved that weapon. Fantastic weapon, especially useful for rooting enemy units out. There's nowhere to hide when it comes to Tau technology. Turn is finished for the Tau. In exchange of firepower, the Tau have come off better. But it's early stages yet. James still has plenty of Lehman Russes on the board, but a dent has been made in this guard force. The Tower have made the first step to restoring some of their lost dignity in our battle reports. We'll see. We'll go on to turn 2 now for the Astra Militarum.
It's not a high caliber weapon. It's just a huge lasgun.
Right, James is talking about the, what's it called, a multi-laser.
Multi-laser, yeah.
On the Chimera should be better. It's only 3 shots, should be.
Should be about 9 shots.
9 shots. Okay, well, 6 shots.
Just to compete with the heavy bolter. Because the heavy bolter is better.
Yeah, it's a shame because it looks very cool as well on top of the Chimera.
It's a real rapid-fire weapon.
Right, so movement here for the Astra Militarum. James needs to try and reduce this tower firepower down as much as he can, at the same time grab objectives. So disembarking with all of the infantry here, so fresh squad, Commissar, and the commander as well, have all disembarked. James reckons firepower is going to be used to try and deal with this ghost tide. Then moving off with the Chimera onto the objective. Conscripts holding position with the priest just to claim this objective. Holding position here with the Russ.
Restored a single wound.
Single wound restored. Astropuff is here.
Moved, advanced actually with the Astropuff.
Holding here. Holding here. It's a nice safe corner of the battlefield. For now at least. And then across here the Chimera's holding on the objective. Sort of boxed in here in this terrain. So both Russes are now touching the terrain. Not that one. He's just doing his job, holding the objective. That's fine.
I didn't want to get
that
them out.
Comes. I don't know. I think that stays on for now. These 2 Russes on the edge of the terrain. They can see through the gaps now through against the tower
I didn't get
gun
the
line.
infantry out because I didn't want to risk them getting shot at by seeker missiles. So if I destroy the units that have smart missile systems or whatever.
James hates the smart missile systems. The tower using them here, not hanging back with the hammerheads, but pushing them forwards, and it's got their seeker or smart missile systems in range, and it's been a real bane here for James's infantry. So really seeing that as one of the stronger weapon options for the tower. So movement is complete. We'll go on to the psychic phase next. Right, so here comes Night Shroud. It's going on to Commander Fraser's Russ to try and protect him. Failed.
The same.
Command reroll.
Yeah.
Protect your Patreons, brother. It's gone off on a 7. Yeah. Alright, so -1 to the hit rolls. It is, yeah, 5+3 again. He does, keeps the command point. Okay, nice and efficient. Psychic phase finished. Shooting phase next. You've got to make a dent in the tower force now. If you do, you could swing the game around. If tower are able to preserve their numbers, then there could be further trouble for the guard. An important round of firepower to come up next. Okay, so Manticore. This is Mr. Who?
Devin Matthews.
Devin Matthews, fire away. It's going into Hammer.
Sergeant Devin Matthews.
It's going to go into Hammerhead number 2 to make a contribution. How many shots is it?
2d6.
2d6 shots. Here it comes.
For the Emperor. 7 shots.
7 shots. Okay. 4s for hits. Are you rolling 1s? These 2 can be rolled here. He's got 4 hits so far. 5 hits. That's a good round of shooting. There's trouble here for Hammerhead number 2. I'm trying to keep it alive.
10.
3's to wound. It's an important roll. Passed with 3. What are you going to do? God, he's struggling here. Smoke coming out of his ears as he tries to...
Statistic is on my side. So another hammerhead gone.
Patron says, I've just heard from Devin Matthews, he says command reroll.
Sadly. I'll go for it. He's my friend. He's my fellow patron. I will spend the CP.
Oh, please, right, come on, go. Here it comes.
3+.
Yes. Not today. I'll try and say AP -2. 5 ups. Oh, we blocked 2.
D3.
D3 damage.
2.
2 wounds taken. Eek, down to 5 left. A fair bit of a way to go against Hammerhead number 2. It doggedly clings on here. Be great to see it firing again with its high capacitance railgun. Okay, so that's the Manticore. It's firepower complete. Yeah, it's not over yet. Firepower I can actually see through to here with a heavy bolter, so 5s for hits.
Got that. Thank you, brother, for allowing me to shoot.
Oh, thank you indeed.
It's got a hit. And 5 to wound. There's only one hit. James has rolled 2 successful wounds anyway, so I'll just take one of them through. AP minus 1. We'll take this 4+. It's whole facing. Happy enough? 6. Yep. Okay, so proceed. That is a pass. Okay, so moving on. Right, okay, servitors to fire here. Going to go into the ghost skill. -1 to the hit rolls.
Yeah, normally they're ballistic skill 5+, so they're within 6s, but of mind lock, within 6 inches of a tech priest agency, it's +1 to weapon skill and ballistic skill.
So still at 5s.
Yeah, within 6s.
+1, -1. And
no,
missed.
There's no.
Oh dear, right, okay. Okay. If anyone wants to be a patron for the servitors, there's plenty of slots available.
-3.
Okay.
Multi-melters first.
2 multi-melter shots. This is Pask. All the heavy weapons going into long strike. These hammerheads could disappear this turn, and then 40 shots are going to go into there from the Punisher. So this is 2 multi-melter shots.
2s.
2s?
Yep, these are 10Ks.
Yeah, it's okay. 3s to wound. Both have hit.
I need to paint the model for him.
3s for wounds though. 1's made it through.
Did I spend a CP? I did. Yes, with the manticore.
With the manticore. Okay, so 1 makes it through. AP -4. Nothing I can do.
D6 damage because it's not within half range. And that's 5 damage.
Oh. It's a really good result. We dropped to 5 wounds. Both hammerheads an hour and 5 wounds each.
Now the laser cannon.
That could finish me off.
In 2s.
2s for a hit. Oh, he's rolled a 1.
Reroll because of regimental doctrine.
Yep. So needing a 6. Well done. Well done. Needing a 3 to wound, yeah. And 5 or 6 will destroy the vehicle. 3 drops down to 2.
-3 to get 6 up save.
Oh, do I? Okay. We'll keep that damage unless we roll a 6. No. Okay. Down to 2 wounds left on long strike. 20 shots at a time here, going into the breaches.
Rerolling 1s. Is that
A 6, that's fine. It's a hit, yeah. Oh, disappear.
19 hits. I get to roll that again.
Oh, because you're on 2s. I keep looking at the 2s and 3s thinking they're misses. It's really good. 3s to wound. I'm just going to roll a cluster of dice here because I think these breaches are long gone. No, that's it.
That would have been another 20 shots.
Unit destroyed. So remember this, James, for your tally. You're trying to destroy as many units as possible. So that's 1 unit wiped out. Okay, so the rush is about to fire. It's the one through the gaps here. That one just over there. As main battle cannon into here.
Yeah, spending 2 command points.
Heavy bolters into here and laser cannon into here. And this would be, James is spending 2 command points. James has 3 left. I have 1. Hail of Fire is being used. That's to max out on your number of shots.
Yep.
Okay, so here it comes. This is Commander Zwengel firing here.
So I don't need to roll 2d6. There's 12 shots.
Eesh. This is on the battle cannon. He's going after these here. This could be nasty stuff. Haven't moved. 4s to hit, re-rolling 1s.
I have moved.
Have moved?
Yeah,
So no re-roll 1s.
I had to get into the terrain. 4s.
So just straight 4s. Looks good.
Yep.
Yeah, looks really good. That's a good result. Okay.
8.
3s to wound. Ooh,
That's really
all of them. Oh, no.
for the Emperor, Luke.
Yes. 4, 7. Okay, so we have trouble here. So I'll put these wounds one at a time on my drones. I think I can roll one at a time here. So the first one, 2+. Yep. Drone is gone. That's it. Next one, 2+. Yep, drone dead. I can roll 2 more. Yep. So drones have absorbed that. AP -2. So now it's just onto my armor saves of 4+. Oh no, disaster. Quick. Come on, reroll. 4+. Passed 1. That'll take away my last command point. So 1d3 damage coming through. There's 2 to go through here. A 5 or a 6 will destroy this model. James will be happy. Yeah, oh! Plus, good shooting. Commander Zwengel. He's been destroyed. And then D3 on the next one. It's 1 wound taken on this one here. Okay. Oh, blast. That's not good. And my precious broadside's being brought down. So that's unit of drones destroyed, actually. So that's 2 units completely destroyed this turn. So casualties coming through It's not horrific at this stage. It looks better because these hammerheads, as yet, have not been destroyed, but they don't have many wounds left yet.
Las cannon first.
Yes.
From this tank, Luke Shringrell is going to shoot the ace.
Surely not.
Sure he will.
4s.
Watch this.
Got the 4. Oh, not wounded.
Now let's have faith in the heavy bolter.
Yes, damage 2. It's an annoying weapon now. 4s. That's ridiculous. 5 hits.
Don't reroll ones.
No. And then we're looking for
5s.
just a single 5 will be good. And he's got 3. 4 ups. Well, we're alive. 2 4s and a 6.
A high caliber.
So armor holds here, just about these hammerheads barely clinging on.
Into long strike.
Yes, okay. Laser light.
Multi-laser.
Multi-laser.
1 hit. And no wounds, strength 6.
Okay. Heavy bolter.
Heavy bolter.
Oh, no, missed. Okay. Okay, interesting choice. So, it's Commander Marcus Fraser now. Firepower is going to go into my commander. He's not sheltered behind this model. It's not a vehicle or a monster. So, the commander's in an exposed position. In fact, what I should have done, in hindsight, is in the shooting phase, after they'd resolved all their firepower, shifted him across with vectored manoeuvring thrusters.
Tactical error.
A tactical error, which James will let me correct. Nope.
Nope.
Shoot. Go. Calm down. Right, lads, I don't have a shield generator, so I'm in trouble.
I was thinking of firing the heavy bolters into him, which is probably what I'm going to do. Just the heavy bolters into that.
Okay.
The rest of the firepower are going to the commander. I won't
Okay.
overkill.
Bit overkill. You might regret
I wanna
that
make
decision.
The most of the shots.
Okay.
Let's see. So heavy bolt was first into the XV88.
James can kill this model. There's going to be trouble. This is damage 2. Oh,
Full
no.
bracket as well
Because of the tech priest, yeah.
It's 5 hits. 5s to 4s to wound.
Oh, just the one. Normal armor save passed on a 6. Okay.
Alright. Now the las cannon
Yes.
hits you.
Hits. 3s to wound.
Wounded you.
No.
-3.
Come on, give me a 6. No.
D6.
Damage, yep.
3.
3 wounds taken. That's all I can do.
And battle cannon.
Well, nothing I can do.
2d6 shots.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Oh, yes.
7. This should be enough.
All the times you took the mickey out of my army. Now I get to cut off the head. Rearm once, because stood still.
Oh, 5 hits so far.
All hit.
7 hits. 3's to wound. Oh, 6. Blast.
5s to wound.
Yeah.
You got iridium armour, by the way.
No. No, that's right, he's gone. That was well sniped there. Good shooting from the tank commander there. Well played. Okay, so commander removed. I really needed him. That's a quadruple fusion blaster loadout on him, and he has gone. That's deadly stuff. Okay, so
That's guns.
that's guns next from the conscripts.
Ghost kill. Needing 6s.
Right, okay.
At least it's something.
Yeah.
Not all of them are going to be in range.
Okay.
So I'm going to say...
Is your patron in range? Where is he?
Yes, he is in range.
Right, roll his dice separate.
Yes.
A shot.
1 shot for the Emperor, needing a 6. He was a 4.
Rolled a 4. Okay. If he was a regular guardsman, he still would have missed. Against the ghost kill. 6s. 2 6s. Well done. 5s. No, it could be 6s to win, but 1 6 has come through. 3 up armor save. Oh, come on. A wound taken. So, Commander Knuckles firing here. 1 plasma shot. Plasma pistol. Hits. Wounds. Well done. And 4+ invuln save for the shield generator, which holds. Shot bounce is off. Bolt pistol that comes on.
Hits.
Hits. It's actually against the breaches here.
And failed to wound.
No wound. And the squad.
Yes, I'm going to do all the firepower into the breaches.
Everything.
Yeah.
And the grenade launcher.
Yes, solid shot into.
Okay.
So solid shot. That's a cop die. That's a miss.
Yep.
And then first rank fire, second rank fire.
Okay. Well, do your squad commander here, who's on his own here. That's James Otero from Siege Studios. A las pistol.
No, he's going for a frag grenade.
Across here.
And into him.
Into him. Right, frag grenade. Pull the pin.
4.
4 shots.
2 hits.
No, -1.
Oh.
Missed. Yep. Okay. And then this one, Patrick Stewart.
Patrick Stewart.
Sorry.
That's
Patrick
Star
Darling.
Patrick Stewart.
Patrick Darling, sorry.
Jean-Luc Picard.
You can just about see the breaches here. So, 2 shots. Oh, first rank fire, second rank fire, and a single model with a las gun. Is how many shots? 4 shots. 4's for hits.
So how many guys are there?
Just one. You find your patron first.
Oh, yes. The Emperor. 1 hit.
Does he get a wound? No, he doesn't. Okay, and then the rest can fire with their las guns, which would be 2, 4, 6, 7 models. So, 14, 28 shots. Okay, go on in. Next.
28 shots. Las guns coming in hot.
Yep. 28 shots. Loads of 6s being rolled.
Las beams.
Just firing a load of pointless lasers towards the tower here.
You say pointless. Every las gun shot counts.
Oh, dear.
In the Emperor's
There's a 3.
service.
There's a 3 in there. Take that 3 out. And another one. And there's another one. Okay.
Sorry.
4's to wound.
Not that great.
Your contact lens has dropped out as well. 4's. There's a few. 4.
5.
5. 4's for saves. Past 2. 3 breaches brought down. Okay, so that is shooting phase finished. Right, charges, and then if there's any charges against the tower, there will be Overwatch. So we'll go on to that phase next. Okay, so charges have taken place. It cost James quite dearly here. Supporting firepower coming in from this squad brought down 5 of the Guardsmen as they charged in. A fusion blaster blew another one to pieces as well. So 4 of them have gone in. And then following up was the Commissar. He's got a power fist, hasn't he?
Yes.
Nice. And then the commander has gone in as well, the Warlord. So charges have taken place. We'll go on to combat resolution next. Okay, so Captain Knuckles with his attacks. Needing 3s, I take it? There's 2 1s been rolled, but 2 hits have made it through.
Strength +1 now for power swords. So.
Strength 4. 5s.
5s to wound. Would have been 6s.
He's got a wound. Hold on.
-3.
Shield generator. Holds. Nice.
Commissar's got a base of 3 attacks. Minus hit roll. All hit. Strength ×2, so strength 6.
4's to wound. A wound comes
8
through.
-3, 2 damage.
4 up. Invuln save. No.
2 damage.
Yeah, I just have to take it. There's not much I can do about it. So 2 damage taken.
That's for new.
Oh, dropping down from 9 down to 7 on the ghost kill. Okay, then Guardsmen fighting next. So 1, 2 Guardsmen, and the squad leader will be 3.
4. Chains. 3.
Yeah. Okay, James is going to lump all the attacks together.
I wish I had to win.
4. 6s to now things come through. The bayonet's not getting through against the ghost kill, but tying him down. I can fly away, but not be able to shoot.
Securing that objective.
You're holding the objective, yeah. Good play. Okay, so combat's resolved. I'll fight back here with the ghost kill. Okay, so attacks have been done by the ghost kill. We've got a hit and a wound, but no. James passed his armor save. So bit of morale to resolve. We'll see what points have been picked up this turn. Okay, so turn finished. Morale failed here. Just one more model slain from James's squad stays in close combat. Tower morale has held. Points been picked up. James has destroyed 3 units. That's the tally the tower needs to equal, if not beat, if possible. Table quarters points picked up by James. So, just to give you an idea of score at this point in the game, 9, 10, 12 points to the Astra Militarum, Tau are on 6 points. James is ahead. The problem for the Tau is we no longer hold this objective. James has troops on it. We only hold one. We'll get no points for primaries on our next turn. So that's not good. Tau bit out of shape. They need to push out and grab objectives and hold them as we go into their second turn. So the game hangs in the balance at this point. Maybe it is the time for the Crisis Battlesuits to come to the rescue. But the Tau have lost their commander. One of the best units that the Tau have has been picked out here by Liam Russ, so not the best of results for them here. Good play from James. Points are picked up, by the way, for Assassinate as well for destroying the commander. So turn's finished. We're going to turn 2 for the Tau, looking a bit precarious for them. The game's not over yet. They need to do something to remedy the situation. Turn 2 for them coming up next. Alright, so Tau turn 2. Hammerhead's holding position. Only got 1 command point, so can't do any automated repairs, which is a shame. Broadside's holding position. Ethereal's declared reroll hit rolls of 1 for units that remain stationary. The marksmen have remained where they are. The units of Fire Warriors here have both rolled advanced moves and are hiding now behind this building, just to try and stay away from Pask's firepower. Breaches have moved across, getting ready to let loose a volley at close range. Ghost Kill's jumped out with the drones, but I've kept the drones this side. They are in 3 of the Ghost Kill. He's on top of the objective, contesting it at least for now. And then reserves have turned up now for the Tau. I've deep strike them down here to try and take out this Manticore if possible, and drones have arrived next to them also. That is the movement done for the Tau. We'll go on to their firepower next. So I'm going to try and get a marker light hit on that Russ all the way over there. If we can. 3s. We get the hit. Okay, so what we'll do is put that marker light on him. So that's a hit. Then we'll fire this one. Need a 3. Yeah, it's 2 hits come through there against that Russ. So those 2 marker light hits make it through. It means I can hold off with my single command point here. 2 marker light hits will do. So firepower next. Where to allocate our shooting? There's a lot of targets to go after. Got to try and clear these objectives if we can. Roll up here and see what we get. Alright, so we're going to go to these guys here. All the plasma weaponry is going to go into the Chimera. Then heavy rail rifle shots are going to go into Commander Fraser's Lehman Russ. Missile can't see anybody. Well, it can see, but the only ones I can hit on regular ballistic skill is that tank that's through there, and I can't get a line of sight with it, so I'm going to have to hold again for another turn. And then the heavy rail rifle is going to go against that tank across just there. So who is that one? That tank next to you, yeah. Oh, it's Luke Schwengel. Okay, we'll fire at him. 2 heavy rail rifle shots, needing 4s. Rerolling 1s here for our invocation of the elements. It helps, it's 2 hits that have come through. 4s to wound though. 1 wound does make it through. It's AP -4. And the damage... Okay, so I had to check the footage there to see what the result was. The result was the 1. So it's the one that rolled through and then pushed the 5 out of the way. It's just 1 damage taken on that tank, not 5. I had to check on slow motion on the on the video footage to get the right result. Okay, so 1 wound taken. So then we'll go to firepower against Mr. Phrase here. Lean 4s. Double 6. Oh, 4s to wound. Double 6. 2 more to wounds. Oh, 1 and 2.
1 left.
I do apologise, but I'm going to command reroll this damage. 5. He's gone. That's cruel.
You cruel, horrible guy.
D6 to see if you blow up, but it's the end of the road for Commander Phrase. He's been taken out here by a heavy rail rifle. It doesn't explode on a 1, but Lehman Russ destroyed. Spectacular shooting here from one of the broadsides. So I have to say, they're a cheaper option, and they're not too bad, those XV88s. I quite like them anchoring at the back there with their long-range firepower. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Not too bad at all. Okay, so that's them result. No, it's not. It's plasma time. So 4 shots in total against the Chimera. Rerolling 1s. Look at this dice rolling. Unbelievable. And then toughness 6.
No, 7.
It's toughness 7. 5 to wounds.
Sentinels are toughness 6.
2 wounds make it through. It's AP -3.
Save 1.
Save 1. Well done. Okay, just 1 wound. Okay, so add this broadside next. Smart missile system or seeker missile is going to head off towards Commander Zhuangel. Yeah, and then the high yield missile pod is going to go into here. Smart missile system is going to try and pick on James's infantry squad to clear those out of the way. So smart missiles needing 4s, rerolling 1s, 3s to wound. 3 wounds make it through at AP -1. There's a couple of Patreons might be brought down here. Oh dear. Right, okay, so we can say goodbye to
Lance Corporal Darling.
Lance Corporal Darling's gone. The unnamed grenade launcher man and James Otero from Siege Studios has gone as well. So cleared those out of the way. High yield missile pod next, going into this Chimera. So re-rolling our 1s. Looking for 4s. Just 1 makes it through. AP -2. Passed on a 5. Well done. Next, we'll do the gun drones on the far side. They've got to go against the closest target, so we'll fire those into the conscripts. So, looking for 5s. Another 1. Looking for 3s. 4. No, 0. So 5 pluses. Really have been picked on the conscripts. 2 saves made, 2 models slain from that squad. Okay, so I've swung the barrels round on these guns here. We're going to go into the tank. Just over there, the one that's been marked up. Commander Zhuangel. And then the smart missile systems are going to go into the conscripts once again. So we'll go for Commander Long Strike.
It's just a little odd void over here.
Yeah, it's been, the armies have stood off from each other quite a lot in this game. There's been hardly any close combats compared to most 9th edition games that we play. There's loads of close combat, but here it's just been 2 armies. It's good to see the same style coming through to 9th edition, where 2 firepower-based armies, they can still focus on that here. So, but things are a bit closer than usual. There's no real distant gun lines now. The table's tighter, and because of the objectives now for games, it's forcing armies to advance. I like 9th edition because it mixes games up, makes armies move around the table, not just sit back, and also just makes armies spread around the table. Because there's objectives all over the place, the armies have to spread out, and it makes for a nice evenly spaced game as well. So
patrol missions are fun as well.
Yeah, the structure of 9th is good. So I reckon it's 3s to hit here. It's Long Strike, it drops because of his bracket. The lowest bracket is 4s, and then he's +1 to his hit rolls, so 3s. 3s to wound. 4 wounds on the conscripts.
Any AP minus?
No minus on these.
My patron to die.
Nyan 4 gone from that squad. Okay, so good result. 2 conscripts left. So railgun, solid shot. Here we go. 3s. Oh, just about got a hit. Yeah, just double check that. It is +1 to the hit rolls, starting on a 4+. It is 3s for hits, just wanted to make sure it's an important roll. 2s to wound you. Oh, I wish I had the command reroll. Nothing I can do. Nothing I can do.
For the Emperor!
What would the damage have been? Would have been 5 wounds. Oh, no. Pain.
Yes!
What did I use that command reroll for? I was trying to... taking out target. Taking out the Russ. It's okay.
Yes.
Right, so Hammerhead number 2. 2 shots. So he's on +1 to hit rolls. So he'll be on 5s to hit. Becomes 4s to hit. Oh, 3 and 2. That's a killer. That will cost us dearly. Smart missile systems next. Just about in range 30. 3s for hits. Sorry, 4s for hits. 3s for wounds. 2 wounds make it through. No minus. 2 saves of 5+. Saved 1. I'm sure that's going to be your Patreon still alive.
No, he's going to... No, I'm joking.
Patreon remains.
No,
Okay.
Patreon remains.
The last one. Okay. If you found Morale, though, he'll disappear. The Hammerhead's firepower's resolved. Disappointing from them. James has a strong tank force still on that flank and holding that primary objective. Just looking around, I think firepower's resolved. No, it's not. Breaches. So we'll split our firepower, try and put some wounds, if not destroy. Oh, come on now, think. I've got to try and take a target out. We'll pick on the... Oh, you've got to think here. Yeah, we'll put 10 shots into the Commissar, try and get rid of him. And the rest on the other model. That's the result we're looking for. 2s to wound. Yes, 6 wounds. He's gone. So target destroyed. A bit overkill, but I really wanted to make sure that one of those models was gone. 4s to hit the commander here. He'll be okay. Just the 1 wound comes through at strength 6, AP -2, but James can take a 5+ inbound save. No, a wound taken on Commander Knuckles. So last bit of firepower's around this side. Drones have already fired. We're going to do 4 shots on the plasma rifles to try and finish off this Patreon here, this conscript. 4s for hits, just need 1 hit. Yep. And then it's going to be 2s for a kill here, strength 6, AP -3. And it's 2 wounds make it through, so conscripts wiped out. And that is Rowan Douglas, the last of the conscripts is gone. So overkill, but had to get rid of that unit. That puts us ahead on kill points here for this turn. And then now fusion blasters. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 fusion blasters going to go into the Manticore just here. So 4s for hits, 2 make it through, 3s for wounds, 1 makes it through. It's AP -4, and it's only going to be D6 damage. 4 wounds taken. No, not even 9, because we have to deep strike just over 9, so we won't get the 2D6 choosing the best. So 4 wounds caused on the Manticore, and that's Tower Firepower complete. Yeah, so turn's finished. Morale, there's no units here to take morale. We destroy 4 units, James destroyed 3, so we pick up the points for grinding them down. Points picked up as well for destroying vehicles. That Lehman Russ was destroyed, so 3 points picked up for that. And engaging all fronts, finally we get that with the drones and the battle suits arriving in that table quarter. So not too bad here for the tower. They've pretty much leveled up the score now. Turn is finished for them. There's still some way to go, though, if they're going to try and achieve victory in this game. James still has plenty of firepower available. We'll go on to turn 3 now, middle stage of the game. Still plenty of units on the table. Turn 3 for the Astra Militarum next. Right, it's turn 3 for the Astra Militarum. Not controlling this one or this one. It's contested, but does control this one, and this successful manoeuvre on this flank holds this one here as well. So 2 objectives held. That's 5 points for primary objectives, keeping the points flowing in for the guard. But they're stretched here. There's holes appearing in their lines. Tower looking stronger on this side. We'll see what James decides to do. We'll go on to his movement phase now. Okay, so movement done. Astropuff heading off towards the objective. Chimera is going to sit on top of this objective just here. Remaining stationary with the servitors, with their firepower, heading off in this direction towards the Manticore. I think James is ready to try and deal with the crisis battle suits here. Both tanks have swung around. This one on full strength.
Yeah.
This one on 11.
That's half moved.
That's half moved apart to the side so I can fit the Liam Rust down.
Fine, I haven't dealt with these. This is going to cause problems for the tower. Holding the objective, Chimera is useful enough. Just a mobile pillbox, a bunker. You can just park it on top of objectives, so useful for 9th edition. The squad's disembarked, and they've now claimed this objective just here. So points picked up for primaries, we covered that already, 5 points. We'll now go on to Psychic Phase for the Guard on turn 3. Smite, here comes Smite.
Goes off.
Huh.
D3 more wounds.
Oh right, it's still D3. Okay, 1 mortal wound caused.
You can never do the D6 more wounds.
Okay.
It's a lower powered smite. He's blind.
So that was one of my patrons slain. That was Captain Birdseye of the fish people. So Psychic Phase finished. We'll go on to Shooting Phase next. Both sides looking to knock each other out here. It's not quite happened, but Tau teetering on the brink of losing some significant models here. We'll see if James can do it. Right, so Pask is going to fire here. Good choice of targets. The heavy weapons, 2 multi-motors, las cannon is going to take out. Long strike here. James should be able to easily finish him off. Just got 2 wounds left. And then the Punisher cannon will take out the drones to try and clear those out of the way before other units target the crisis battle suits. Sounds like a good plan. Pound them to dust order has been issued. Okay, so away you go.
To Luke Junga.
2's to hit.
Yep, 2 hit.
This is against the drones.
20 shots.
Yep. So you're just going to get 20 shots because you moved?
Nope, I'm going to get 40 shots.
Oh. Because you moved less than half.
Yes.
You don't get the reroll ones, that's if you're absolutely stationary.
Yeah, it would be
okay.
Absolutely stationary.
Absolutely. Move an inch. Here it comes. Strength 5, isn't it? It's 3's to wound, actually.
3's.
Gonna lose drones. And there's loads, there's about 8 or 9. There's 8. So there's 7. Drones are gone. They can be removed from play. That's a unit destroyed. A good start here for grind them down. So that's the result James was looking for. Drones quickly removed from play. So 2 multi-multi shots now. Again needing 2's. Oh, does he command reroll? He's got 4 command points at the moment.
What's your damage? 2 left.
I've got 2 left. You're going to get me, surely. 3's to wound.
No.
Oh, going to command reroll that one.
5
1 or 2, 1 or 2. Come on. This is the regain. He does regain. Okay. And now for the wound.
Yes.
Oh, CP minus 4. Nothing I can do. 2's or more. We'll do it. 6 will do. God, do we detonate? We don't. All right, but long strike is gone.
And you're a character.
I'm a character, so points picked up for assassinate as well. That's a really good kill. Well done, Commander Pask. So that's firepower done. The laser cannon shot was declared against long strike, so that is Pask finished. Yeah, Manticore. Oh no. Okay.
And heavy bolter then.
Yes, that's a good idea. So this is
Heavy bolter.
Devin Matthews.
Still
Tank
full
firing.
rocket.
Yeah, and I failed to take it out. Is that 13?
Shot wounds.
Oh, I see. So how many shots is it?
3 shots for heavy bolter.
Oh, it's heavy bolter you're firing. I thought it was... Okay, right. So this is against...
Those.
So 2 wounds make it through. These are damage 2.
The higher caliber.
4's. Fouled 1. There's nothing I can do. 2 damage. Okay, not enough to kill a suit, but 2 wounds caused.
2d6 shots with the Storm Strike missiles.
Right, okay, here it comes.
No, Storm Eagle rockets.
Okay.
That's 7.
7, okay. And then we're looking for 4's for hits here. Let's take out hammerhead number 2. This will be a deadly blow to the tower. If the hits come through, remain stationary, rerolling 1s, hasn't helped. Just the 2, 3's to wound. Just the 1. We've got 5 wounds left, we're still very much alive. CP's been used, 5+ to save. Oh no, nothing I can do. Damage, D3. It's 2 more wounds caused. That'll knock us down into the lowest bracket, I believe. So down to 3 wounds left on hammerhead number 2. It still remains alive, but it's in a sorry state here. Servitors next, into the breaches.
Mind locked. So it's...
This character in range, yeah, good job. They've been quite useful in this game. That's 4 hits, 3's to wound. All wounded, nice. Save none. Oh dear. So good shooting from the heavy bolters, from the servitors. Then firepower from this Chimera. It's going to go into the 4-man squad of Fire Warriors.
1 hit. 1 wound.
Not saved. So 1 slain.
And
Multi-laser.
multi-laser.
Missed.
I can still.
Yeah, reroll ones, yeah.
Reroll ones. No,
Still missed. Plasma pistol from the commander next.
not overheating.
2s. Is a miss.
Yes.
Okay, done. Right, next, that infantry squad through there. 1 las gun shot into this first of all. Needing a 4. And then a wound. Oh, no, please. And past that one. Grenade launcher, solid shot. Needing a 4. Nope. And then 7 shots going into him. They're the ones that can see there through the terrain.
1 wound.
Okay. Do you know, I think I get a 2-up armor save because we've got cover, and the Firesight marksmen add 2 to their saves for cover. So I'll take a 2-up, which we pass on a 5. Okay, so marksman's still alive. Right, the Chimera that's just tucked in the ruins is going to go against the hammerhead here. So this is the heavy bolter. 2 hits, rerolling 1s because it hasn't moved. Yeah, its firepower's useful enough. Oh, wind comes through.
AP -1.
4 up. Ooh, pass, that would have been 2 damage. And the multi-laser, 4s. And then 5s. Nothing. Okay, so that's that done. Okay, so what we've got next is the Lemurs across the other side. James has distributed the firepower all over the table here. We'll just
Hail of fire.
Hail of Fire is going to be used. That's going to max out the battle cannon, which is going into the crisis battle suits. Las cannons can see through to here. Heavy bolters can see through to the marksman. So a spread of firepower here. James will try and destroy targets. So this is the heavy bolters into the marksman.
I move.
Yep. 3s to wound. 2 wounds make it through. -1, then +2 for cover is 3-up armor save. Pass both. Marksman's well hidden. And then last cannon shot. This to finish off hammerhead number 2. 3s to wound.
Wounded.
Oh, no, we need a 6. No.
D6. 3.
It's a 3. It's whole facing. That's fine. I'm on 3. No, no. We don't explode, but we've lost. The second hammerhead's gone. Ouch. Painful moment here. Look at the tower force, how it's shrunk down in size now. We'll mourn the loss of the hammerheads. But first of all, you maxed out. So it's going to be 12 shots into the crisis battle suits. That's a good option to go in against them. So 4s for hits. Yeesh.
And toughness.
It's toughness 4.
2s.
Yeah, they're toughness 5 now, so it's 4 wounds that comes through against them. AP -2.
Yeah.
Alright, so one of the models is equipped with a shield generator. It's the one that's already taken the wounds. So I'll take a 4+. We'll take a 4+ again. We'll take a 4+ again. He's dead, so he can just be removed. And then I'm going to try and save on a 5+ on the next model, which we don't. D3 damage, 5 or 6 to kill a model. No, 2 wounds taken. Okay, so shooting phase is resolved. It's been pretty good here from the guard. There are actually some charges to take place next. We'll go on to charges and Overwatch here on turn 3 for the guard. So just the one charge taking place. The commander's gone in. He took a wound from Tau, Sept, Overwatch, needing 5s. And now here come James's attacks with the power sword.
All hit.
3s to wound, 3s to kill, yeah.
-3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's dead.
He's dead. He's wiped out the whole squad.
That's another point.
Yeah, well done. Another kill point and objective cleared. That'll deny us again from picking up any primary objectives. Tau have struggled to control objectives in this game, and it's cost them dearly. Good play from the guard. Okay, so turns finished. A little mini victory down here. Morale's been resolved, so points being picked up. So Long Strike was destroyed. That's a character being picked off. So 3 points for that. Yeah, so points for grind them down. 4 points this round. So Tau need to destroy 4 units, 5 if they're going to pick up more points. And then James just adding in his engage in all fronts, another 2. Assassinate, another 3. on top of that as well. So pretty good. Combine that with the primaries being picked up, James is still continuing to do okay. So it's a close game, this one. Turn is over. Tau turn 3 next. All right, so turn 3 for the Tau. There's a chance here for them to do quite well, a chance to grab multiple objectives. So holding position with all of these. Ferials granting real ones for our hit rolls. The 2 marksmen are going to hold exactly where they are. Tau Fire Warrior squads that survived from the previous turn because they hid here have now both moved onto the objective. The Ghost Kill, which is available to shoot, now has jumped over and across. The drones have followed with it as well. So that's 2 objectives picked up. There's our home objective being held. And then round here, Crisis Battle Suits. We're going to turn away from the Manticore. We're heading off in this direction instead to try and take on Gleam Russ. Battle tanks. Not much really left on the table. Both sides taking heavy casualties. We'll go on to shooting phase for the Tau next. Okay, so on shooting phase, 2 Markerlight hits have successfully gone through. They can both see through to that Leman Russ. So he's been Markerlighted up. That's the regular Russ. Is that Mr. Schwengel?
Luke Schwengel.
Yeah, okay, so there's 2 Markerlight hits on him. So we're going to start down here. These have done well this game. 1 Seeker missile left. That's going to go into the Russ that's been Markerlighted up. And all the heavy rail rifle shots are going to go into that as well. And then the plasma weaponry is going to go into the Chimera. So plasma first of all, needing 4s, completely missed. Heavy rail rifles, needing 4s. 666, re-rolling 1s. Okay, almost. And then we're going to go for 3s to wound. 2 make it through. I'm going to command reroll that. Yes, and it's a 6. You could take a mortal wound immediately. Command reroll has been used up. That's my command point away. There's nothing for you to do, is there? There's no armor saves. 3d6 damage. 7 wounds caused plus 1 is 8 wounds in total. Haven't destroyed that Russ, but it's taken heavy damage. Seriously heavy damage. We'll see if a Seeker missile can finish it off. And misses. That's all the Seeker missiles used up now. That can disappear. All the Seeker missiles have been used up here for the Tau. But good shooting again from these broadsides. So the only thing I think I'd change with those is drop out the plasma and swap them out for more smart missile systems.
Oh.
Just to wind up, James. Okay. Still, this base of firepower has been useful for the Tau. We've still got this broadside here left. Yeah, so we'll fire this one next. Smart missile systems are going to go into the Astropuff. There's no protection against with him, and the high yield missile pods are going to try and finish off that Russ if possible. So 8 shots with the high yield missile pods. Rerolling 1s, but there's none of those. 5s to wound though. We get 2, save -2 because of advanced targeting system. So 5s on the Russ, yeah. No. 5s, no. 2d3 damage. It's 5 damage.
Oh, is it on the
Russ? No, on the Russ that's closest to us. So Mr. Schwengel, yeah, he's gone. Sorry, another Patreon slain. So D6, you need a 6 to explode, would be quite useful. He doesn't, alright, but target destroyed. Tau pick off another Russ. So now we'll go for the Astropuff. He's been hit a lot. And he's been, what's his toughness? Toughness 3, the Astropuff. He's been wounded 5 times. What's his armor save?
6+.
A cloak. See if the cloak protects him. Oh, he's just wearing a big curtain. Nope. He's gone as well. Astropuff removed. Right, I guess it makes sense to fire him. We're going to offload everything into this Chimera to try and finally get rid of this thing. 2 fusion blaster shots. 1 hit comes through. 3s to wound. It does. AP -4. 2d6 choosing the best for damage. We'll take the 4, so it drops to 4 wounds left. Fusion Collider. D3 shots. Just the 1 shot. Needing the 4. We do get a hit. We don't wound, and there's nothing I can do about it. So that's his firepower done. Ghost killed, yeah. And they're okay. They're alright. The -2 used to really protect them. We can't do that anymore, so not so sure about ghost kills. They're alright. Well, I'll think about it.
Just collect them all.
It's all right. He's doing okay. We'll give him another chance if he can survive. They're useful for grabbing objectives, swinging around quickly and holding on to objectives. Maybe he misses his brother. He used to have another friend working together, but don't have the points to put him into the list.
Trinity of ghost kills.
Need a trinity of ghost kills. So his firepower's finished. Got fire warriors to fire. They've only moved, so there's firepower available from them. And that will actually be... No, there's crisis battle suits as well. Okay, so more firepower to come. We'll go to the fire warriors next. I might line up some shots and try and take out this character here. So it's this squad here. 3 of them can see through to the Commander Knuckles, and then 2 of them are going to fire into the Chimera. So Chimera, 1 hit and no wound. And then Commander Knuckles has been hit just the once. Has been wounded though. No minus on the AP, armour failed, and another wound taken, so just 1 wound left. So across here, 1 can see through to Commander Knuckles, the other 2 are going to throw shots into the Chimera. An EMP grenade would have been handy if I had the command points, but I don't. So we'll go for 2 shots into Commander Knuckles. He's been hit twice, could be trouble. 3's to wound, 2 wounds come through, 2 saves required. And no, another patron bites the dust. Mr. Knuckles is sorry, he's gone as well. Just pushing up our kill tally here.
Born for these patrons.
Oh, it's sad. And then 4s for hits. This is against the Chimera. There's a wound. Regular save on the Chimera. Otherwise a wound will come through. Saved. Okay. Right, so crisis battle suits. Missile pod's going to go across to here against the Manticore. Then we're going to go for fusion blasters. All 4 of them are going to go into Pask, and then the plasma rifles are going to go into the Priest. So plasma rifles, I'm actually going to get 4 shots. Need 4s. It's not bad at all. 2s to wound. Oh, just the 1 wound comes through. AP minus 3.
4+ invuln.
4+ invuln save for the Priest, which holds, deflecting the shot. So 2 fusion blasters from it are within the 9-inch range, so we'll roll those 2 separately. Need 4s. Oh, 4s. Oh, the damage on the first one, 3,
6.
and damage on the next one, 3 again. So 6 in total coming through. See what?
Total.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah. Okay.
Cool, that was good. And then 2 more shots coming through. So I roll another double 6. 1 makes it through. AP minus 4. 2 more wounds caused, dropping down to 4 wounds. Not bad. Missile pod going across here. 1 hit. Good shooting from the toughness 7. Yeah, wound comes through. You do get an armor save on this one. Minus 2. Not saved. D3 damage. It's 2 wounds caused, dropping down to 5 on the Manticore. And that's the crisis battlesuit firepower done. Not too bad from them. Good damage coming through. Good contribution from them so far in the game. And that is firepower resolved. I reckon I've got some charges to come next. So we're going to charges next for the town. Okay, charges have taken place. Fire warriors have charged into the tank just to tap that out. And then the crisis battle suits have charged into the priest. We're going to try and kill him. If we don't, then we've got a little island that we can surround and try and survive to stop James from bringing those down. We've surrounded the model so he can't escape here. So charges done. I'll resolve these combats next. So we'll fight with the crisis battle suits here, needing 5s. It's terrible and absolutely dreadful. And then we'll fight with the fire warriors next. So 5s, 1 hit. Absolutely awful. Just like slapping a fish against the side of the tank. The priest can fight back.
I get 5 attacks.
If you kill that model, you'll create a gap to run away.
That's the plan.
Oh.
4s to hit re-rolling. He's a priest, and he gets +1 attack for his chant, and +1 for chainsword. Re-rolling, failed hit rolls.
Still needs 4s. Gets his hits.
He's not going to start his chainsword, sadly.
5s to win. This is the big roll. Oh, 2. Please. Would you ever believe it?
Praise the Emperor! Bless me, my son!
Right. In that case, that's you then. That is the manifestation of James. Bald-headed in 40k, but far from bald-headed in real life. It's just got a big head of hair. Right. So,
Have faith.
Chimera attacks. Yeah, I think it's D3 attacks with that.
Yes.
2 attacks. 6s for hits. Try and run over some fish. Cock dice by the looks of it. Pull yourself together. Failed. Okay. So that's combat's resolved. Yeah, okay. So that's it. Turn's finished. Morale's resolved. There was no morale really to deal with here. So we need to know kill points. How many units have been destroyed? See if the tower have equaled or matched or beaten. James's total. We're contending objectives yet. So that's denying James primaries potentially. We'll get an idea of points here. Okay, yeah. So points total here is 19 points to the tower, 25 to the guard. James is still ahead. This game is very, very close. Tower have done some damage. James picked up 3 points because he did destroy more units than me. So a welcome 3 points coming through for that. It's helped keep James ahead here, but not by much. The situation now is that Tower hold quite comfortably 1, 2, 3 primaries. The first time really in the game. We're contesting that one. Just means that James holds 2 at this point. So he will pick up 5 points. Could have been more. Tower have made an effort now to deny more points coming through. And the potential for us to pick up points finally for primary objectives next turn. So really James's focus will be to try and kick the Tower off these primary objectives if possible. Resources are running low. We'll go on to...
Big guns never tire.
We'll go on to, yeah, you can shoot whilst in combat. Yes, good idea. Okay, so we'll go on to turn 4 now for the Astra Militarum. Time is running out for both sides. Okay, so movement's complete. Chimera's remained where it is.
Servitors.
Servitors.
They can stay there.
They're remaining where they are. Tech Priest is restored.
1 wound to heal back that up.
Okay. Priest has backed out. I think he's pulling away to let Pask finish these off. And Sergeant Roselli's squad.
Taylor Griselli.
Okay. Griselli. That squad's anchored that objective. Okay, not many patrons left, but Griselli's squad is now on the primary objective. Chimera across the other side, holding the other objective as well. It's been a success across that side, a quieter side of the table here for the guard. Movement's done. No psychic phase now. Astropuff is no more, so shooting phase next. All right, so shooting phase is resolved. Firepower whilst in close combat took out one of the fire warriors. Crosshair crisis battlesuits removed from play. It was heavy bolt of firepower coming from here. You fired these ones? They fired as well. Oh, that's what finished them off. Okay, firepower from here as well. It took a fair bit of effort, but eventually they were overcome. And then some shots here from the Chimera hidden across there into the marksman. Wounds coming through, but saves being made. That is shooting phase finished. Not too bad here for the Astra Militarum. Oh, and wounds coming through here. I took 2 wounds and a drone was sacrificed to save the broadside, still keeping it alive. That was fire. That was the last of the missiles, yeah, coming from Devon Matthews. Manticore, yes, okay. So, charges? Surely not.
There's close combat.
But it's close combat, yeah, ongoing melee just here. Okay, so combat's resolved, no damage on either side. Morale's going to be no problem here for them, just taking 1 casualty, and that's the turn finished. Right, so 2 units destroyed for grinding them down. See if James can score that again. And then points being picked up for engaging all fronts. Just 2 points picked up for that. That's the turn finished. Turn 4 now for the tower. They're still in the fight. I think we need to try and destroy vehicles if we can. That's a good chance for us. Primaries being picked up. 1, 2, 3 being held. Now the tower reap points for finally managing to secure some of the primary objectives. Right, so movement for the tower. Holding position here, granting reroll 1s for our shooting from the ethereal. Fire warriors, we've backed out of close combat here and just clustering on this objective. I was thinking about moving the ghost kill out, but I want to hold on to this objective here. So we've sat where we are, just swung him around slightly, getting ready to shoot against the Chimera. A marker light's been put on here. We've already moved on to the shooting phase. That was from the marksman just across here, just to grant him reroll 1s for his shooting. And that is it. I do have line of sight through the gaps here against James's tanks. Really, it's a case here for the tower, not really worrying about pushing deeper into James. Oh, you're obscured, are you? Oh, right, okay. Yeah, we're going to sit where we are. We'll fire at what we can see, do the best we can. We'll go on to tower shooting now. Really, there's no incentive anymore to push deeper into James's territory, but just to hold position in the middle ground and try and claim objectives. 10 points picked up for the tower. James holds 3. We hold 3, so we didn't beat him on that, but we do control 3 primaries. That gives us 10 points there for primary objectives. Shooting phase for the tower next. So we'll do this one. 2 fusion shots. 2 3s, exactly what I didn't need. D3 shots of the fusion collider, just the one. Oh, it really has struggled in this game. This is it's a 1, isn't it? I'll re-roll it because I'm re-rolling my 1s anyway. So fair's fair. You get a hit. We'll try and get a wound. The wound comes through. 2d6 choosing the best. 3.
Down to 1.
Down to 1 wound left. On him. Okay. Yes, that chimera is not obscured. It was shooting at me across here, so James edged it into the edge of terrain. So we will go for these 2 heavy rail rifles into that chimera, and then the plasma weaponry will go into this chimera here to try and finish it off. So 4 shots to try and finish off that chimera. This is with plasma rifles. That's not bad. And there's the wound. It's AP -3. James needs a 6, otherwise the chimera is going to go. It's worth 3 points.
Bless the driver. Bless the armour and protect.
Almost. No, not quite enough. Should have chanted a bit more, James. 6 to detonate. You must whisper.
For the Emperor! No!
No, all right. Oh, you wanted to.
I wanted to detonate.
Wanted to explode.
Create a mess.
Not today. Okay, he's gone. Then 4 shots with heavy rail rifles against the chimera. Oh, we've done it again. Look at that.
Too late.
3s to wound. Oh, a mortal wound. It's AP -4. Love AP -4. And another 6 damage. So 7 wounds put onto that chimera. Do you know what? Come on, reroll that damage. 3. So 9 wounds in total on that chimera. Down to 1 wound left. 2 wounds left. Right, this one. I can't fire it past. He is obscured behind the ruins. So I'm going to offload all that we have into Griselli's squad. So this is the high yield missile pods. Rerolling 1s. They've missed. 2s to wound. Yeah, 3 wounds, AP -2, so they're gone. And then the smart missile systems, nearly all of them have hit here. Ouch. 3s to wound. And it's 4 saves at -1. 4 saves at -1. So I need 6s, none, so 5 from that squad gone. Just 5 in total. Yeah, check the name here. It's not Griselli, it's Grizzle. Grizzle. So correct us if we're wrong, but Grizzle the same as Drizzle, double ZLE. Yeah, so it's Sergeant Grizzle. He's keeping his squad together. Half of them have been slain, but holding on, doggedly hanging on to that primary objective. Okay, so firepower is pretty much done. It's gone well here for the towers. This base of firepower here really is starting to make its mark in the game. There's some firepower from this squad available. So 5 shots into the priest. Just 2 hits. He's been wounded once. So try and
4 up.
put a mark on him here.
Yes.
Passed again. Refuses to die. Okay, so I think that's firepower done. Yes, shooting resolved here for the tower. So we'll calculate any further points been picked up. So turns finished with calculated points. The total now, James is still ahead on 35, but the tower on 32. So the scoreline's got even tighter at this point. Still anyone's game. Tower looking stronger on the board, maybe. We'll go on to turn 5 now, the final turn of the game for the Astra Militarum. Right, so movement complete for the guard. So moving across here, James has got within range to give +1 ballistic skill. The priest just backing off a little bit. There's not too much to do really. Pask has moved onto the terrain here to try and clear the tower off of that objective. Chimera has backed off to try and keep it alive, and that is it. Oh, morale was a bit of a problem last turn. James used a stratagem. What was it called?
To the death.
Which failed. Sergeant Grizzle tried to hold his men together, but they all fled. It's just him left on his own. So heroics from the patron to hold on to the primary objective. That's helped James achieve more points and possibly victory in this game. So movement done, shooting phase next. All right, so shooting phase resolved. James directing firepower from Commander Pask across here. One fire warrior remains alive on that primary objective. That's very useful for the tower. A las cannon shot took off 4 wounds from the ghost kill. Good result. And that's it. Shooting phase finished. Obviously no charges to take place. Points being picked up, grind them down. James just wiped out 1 unit. Assassinate again, no. And engage in all fronts, table quarters, no. I don't think. There's nothing on this quarter. So no points picked up for that. Okay, so turn finishes. We'll go on to turn 5 for the tower. If they get enough points, they could snatch victory here and earn back some lost pride. We'll see what happens. We'll go to the final turn of the game. All right, so movement phase here for the tower on turn 5. Advanced move made by the drones. Rolled a 6 for them, and then rolled a 5 for the ghost kill. My fresh command point coming in, I use that for Stimulant Injector, just to boost him up to his full bracket. So he's gone 12 plus 5. Trying to go for engage in all fronts with him. So he's moved across, and he has achieved that. Tried to sprint across here with the fire warrior. He's moved off in that direction. Holding position here and granting reroll 1s for our shooting from the ethereal. Tried to go for engage in all fronts, the 4th table quarter, but didn't roll high enough, and so we've just tucked behind the building here with the marksman. That's movement done here for the tower. Shooting phase, I think, will decide this game. So I'm going to try and destroy Pask. This could be victory for the tower if we do this. So we'll go for the heavy air rifles. Chance for them to shine again. Just the 1 hit. Reroll 1s from the ethereal. 2 hits come through. 4s to wound. This is big. 2 wounds. AP -4, we glide through the armour, and the damage is 3, needing 4. 1 wound left on Pask. Blast. Next, the broadside here. The smart missile systems are going to try and root out Sergeant Grizzle from his objective. It's too late now. He's got the points for the guard, but we'll try and take him out anyway. And then the high orb missile pod will fire all of its shots into... We can't see the priest, but we're going to the servitors to try and hit them. So, going after the servitors. Rerolling 1s. Looking for 4s. This could be the end of them. 2s to wound. 4 wounds come through. AP -2. Servitors are
4 up save.
6 up saves required then to keep any of them alive. They've mindlessly walked into range for the first time in the game.
How many? So
4 of them.
4 saves. Oh, they did.
They did. So we'll go for the smart missile systems here. See if the sergeant could stay alive, James. One of your patrons, surely.
Protect me. May the Emperor bless and protect me. May the Emperor bless and protect me. Come on.
3s to wound. Yep, he could survive. He needs to make a 666.
And indeed, he shall.
No, he's gone. Sergeant Grizzle is no more. Okay, so shooting here. Fusion Collider can't fire because it's a heavy weapon and we advanced. Target lock doesn't help with that, but target lock does help these 2 fusion blasters. They're assault weapons, so it's going to be standard 4s instead of 5s here, and they have missed. Oh, that was against this Manticore just here. Points again that we could have picked up. It's not being able to destroy that target. Now, that's how I sense that we may not have done enough to achieve victory here. So firepower is complete from these. Ghost kills fired. Fire War advanced. That's it. Firepower's done. No charges to take place. Nope. Nothing. Turn is over. Game is over. Both sides still have a presence on the table. Look at it. It's just a dead no man's land around here. Both sides backing off. It's been a blistering. It's been a blistering display of firepower from both armies. But we'll have to figure out who has victory here. I think James has it, but we'll get a final score. Okay, so final points here for the game. As we didn't destroy armoured targets, but the ghost kill moving across rapidly picked us up, engaging all fronts. 2 points. And then 3 points being picked up because of grind them down. We destroyed more targets than James, wiping out the servitors, and Sergeant Grizzle around there as well, being brought down. James just destroyed 1 target on his turn. So 5 points picked up there by the tower. Final score, would you believe, is 45 points to the Astra Militarum and 47 points to the Tau. So, by the narrowest of margins here, Tau have picked up victory. So the points been picked up. It was 2 lots of 10 points to the Tau for primary objectives. Then Bring It Down scored us 12 points. Engage in All Fronts got us 6. Grind Them Down got us 9. Then James got 6 points for Assassinate, the 2 characters being slain. 8 points for Engage in All Fronts. Grind Them Down was 6 points. And then a total of 25 points for primary objectives. So 45 points to the Astra Militarum and 47 points to the Tau. They have regained just about some of their lost glory. Okay, so what we're doing for the league is this is the very last game of the qualifying stage of our Season 8 battle reports. That means all the armies now, James's Astra Militarum has stood in here to play against the Tau to let them play their 3rd game. That means that all the armies now have played their 3 games that have been required. So we take this score and divide it by 3 just to match them with the games previously played for 8th edition. So 15 points will go onto the leaderboard here for the Tau, and the points being scored for a victory. So they'll not go through, but it means they will move up from 2nd from bottom somewhere about mid-table. So a bit of pride restored here for the Tau. So with all the league games completed at the qualifying stage, what we can look out for next, and we really look forward to, is the knockout stage of the season. So the top 8 armies will go through. You can check out the Striker Scorpion 82 website and the league tab, and that'll give you the results of all of our games, and it'll show you the top 8 armies that will make it through, and the draw will be made soon to see which armies we're playing off against each other. So exciting stuff, because we haven't had a structured knockout stage before, taking 8 armies through. Usually it's just taking a couple of the top armies in previous seasons and they just fight it out. But now it's going to be 8 armies that have earned their position and a chance to see them play off in sudden death. And it's really, we've got no idea who's going to go on to win the league. There's a great mix of Chaos, Xenos and Imperial forces represented. So in this game here, the Tau have edged a victory here, just about. Both armies will rest. We'll see them taking place in other games, but for both armies here, the Astra Militarum and the Tau, their season is finished, and we'll look to the other factions that have made it through to finish this season off. But in this particular battle, the Tau have achieved victory against the Astra Militarum. Great game. Thanks for watching, and before we tune out, we will talk about units of the game. Yeah, so units of the game. James is going to give it to Pask, who's still alive. His DACA firepower against infantry was excellent, and heavy weaponry available as well. Just exceptionally accurate firepower. He was good. He was very, very useful in the game. For the Tau, I'm going to give it to some heavy firepower as well. I'm going to give it to these broadsides. And the heavy arrow rifles were particularly useful, just a steady stream of firepower from them. And they were able to punch through James's armour very effectively in this battle. That's units of the game for both sides. Great game. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time.